Hi, beautiful souls. Hello. Um, I wanted to record myself today because the message is coming through quite strong, and it's to do with stillness and to do with self-care. Uh, I had to change something in my life. Today I'm really peaceful. Something's changed. It's a new moon. That's a good new beginning. The message that I have inside of me that wants to come out is to do how important it is to look after oneself. I'm not only addressing this to women, but it's mainly women that I address what I say to too, because I'm one of them, one of us, one of you guys, and it is really important for women to be, okay, just be. We don't have to sort of do anything in order to make things right. We were just convinced by programming, by social pressure, by beliefs that come from different people, generations, I don't know, mothers, grandmothers, and everyone else who are passing those beliefs onto us, quite rightly, because they were obviously trying to teach us whatever they knew, and it was resonating with them, and it was absolutely okay with them. But because times changed, we need to sort of reconsider what is important nowadays. Because more and more people are suffering from mental health problems. More and more people are getting really confused about their own role. A lot of more and more people don't know where they're going, what they're doing. They just they stagnant. They just completely unaware what is the right thing to do, because they're doing the things that they're told that are good for them, but they feel otherwise. And this is where the anxieties come from. This is where all the just fears and anger, all the bad energies come from. But as in, what I mean by when I'm saying bad or negative energies, I don't actually really mean that there's anything wrong with them, because it's just human to feel that. We live in really difficult times at the moment, so that we are allowed to feel whatever comes up there. It's okay to feel. This is what we're here for. But in order to ease it a little bit, to make it easy for ourselves, because we deserve to have a lovely time. We deserve to have peaceful time here, okay, without worries, without anxieties, without feeling angry, frustrated, and forever rushing and being busy. Okay, we need to reconsider what is really important. And I do observe people, and it all comes down to the relationship with the inner self. Okay, I was one of the people who always used to work, I don't know, in corporations or in a place where in a very busy environment. They're really harmful environments, because they are not allowing you to build any relationship with yourself. Because by the time you finish work at 6 or 7 p.m., your brain, your mind, your heart is just so tired. You have no intention. You can't set any intention. You can't get. All you think about is going to bed. All you think about is just to get rid of your children and just, I don't know, piss them off to bed and have a little drink and then go home, go to bed yourself. So it's not a very good lifestyle. It's not very easy to come out of such lifestyle, but it's possible if one chooses to. The rewards are there, and the rewards are immense. but it demands some severe changes, and it demands often whatever needs to be done is sometimes against the rest of other people's beliefs, and those people, they come from your family, they are among your friends, and they might tell you that whatever you are doing is not the right way, when you're actually trying to make things right. And when you are doing the right way, they'll tell you that because you're not doing what everybody else is doing, you the one with the problem. Okay, but the truth is that there are people amongst us, and I like to think of myself as one of them, who try to hear the voice that is coming from the inside rather than the outside, and listen to it and follow it. And so far, it actually, that kind of attitude of mine in my life paid off, because I stress less, I have better relationship with myself, I can be a better mom for my 9-year-old. I'm more forgiving and more understanding and compassionate towards other people's behaviors, even if they are not if they're against my own values. I trust that everybody's belief is just a belief, and even if we have beliefs that differ from one another, we still can remain friends if the intention is there. So this is a good outcome from your inner work. Okay, this kind of attitude that I have at the moment, I'm not saying that I don't get triggered, okay, because that would be a lie. Obviously, I get triggered sometimes when someone says something that I disagree with. I just get triggered and I just think, but then I realize that this is my problem, that I disagree with it strongly, rather than understand and feeling more compassionate towards something different to my own. These are the indications, like situations like that, triggers like that are good, because they just show you the way inside of you. Okay, they show you that if you get triggered by anything outside, that means there is a knock on your inner door, and you just have to find it. Okay, there is something in there that needs your attention. Okay, if you get angry or frustrated over anything, this is something calling for your own attention, and the calling is coming from the inside of you. Okay. The message is powerful. The message is coming out from heart. My heart is actually just quite relaxed now that I said that, so probably just said everything that I needed to say. But what I also wanted to pass on was how important it is, especially nowadays, to look after yourself in all fields. Okay, to look after yourself and to be kind and gentle with yourself, because the external world is not gentle with us. Okay, it's very ruthless and very forceful and very manipulative, very controlling and judgmental. Okay, so you are going to be judged no matter where. If you don't have a job, you're going to get judged. If you do have a job, you're going to get judged. If you want to do certain things or don't want to do certain things, or you want to be someone or you're going to be someone else, you still will be judged, because that's the way it is when there is no unconditional love, when there is no compassion, when there is no understanding of one another, and when there is a narcissistic relationship with the media, with the government, and with anything external that is not accepting who you want to be. Okay, if you want to do certain thing or don't want to do certain thing, and you get judged over that by the external, that means that there is no unconditional love there, that there is a benefit that someone wants to take out of you, and unfortunately you will be taken advantage of sooner or later if you allow it. The good thing is that we have the sovereignty and we can work with it. in order to work with it, in order to open your eyes and open your mind, and open yourself to different possibilities, and to understand that there is out there the world where we don't have to worry about anything, okay, and everything will be done for our own good, without our need of control, when we just let go and trust that everything will be okay. Then if we have this kind of attitude, in order to get there are a few things that need to be done. And if you choose to, if I'm addressing this to people who actually want to live in a world like this, then there are some practices that really help, okay? And looking after yourself doesn't only mean that you just put a makeup on or brush your hair in the morning or brush your teeth in the morning. It's also like you're asking, for example, asking people outside in the street when you meet them if they are all right, okay? Then the good practice in order to look after yourself is also ask yourself the same question. How are you feeling today, Kasia? Okay. How are you? Is there anything I can do today for you to make you feel more worthy, to make you feel more calm, okay? To make you feel good, to make you feel happy, okay? What can I do to make you feel like you deserve things, okay? So the answer is obviously going to be those little whispers that come to you. For example, oh, go and have a bath, okay? If you ignore it, the voice will get louder, and after a while, if you ignore it, then obviously you will be angry with yourself for not doing the things that yourself is asking you to do, okay? So ask yourself this question in the morning: are you all right? Okay. Oh, my heart just skipped. It was just so cute. Okay, because I'm telling the truth. This is the reaction I get from my inner self, because I haven't been recording for a while. And are you all right? Okay. How are you feeling today? Literally, what are your feelings? Do you know what you're feeling? Or is there anything you don't want to feel? Is there anything that you're just running away from? That is a little bit too heavy. But if you say to yourself, what are you feeling even in your body, right? Is there anything I can do to help you with your back pain, with your neck pain? Can I give myself a little bit of a massage? Okay. This is the looking after yourself bit where I've been skipping for a very long time. That's why I'm passing it on, because it's so important. So we pay attention mainly to ourselves first. Okay. Unfortunately, for a very long time, I thought that where I have to be looking after other people. Okay. And I was overlooking myself, and I paid an ultimate price. Okay. It was a price that this is a different topic for a different video. I don't want to talk about it because it's not very pleasant. But not looking after yourself equals with doing something wrong, okay? And being selfish. That's pure selfishness. If you are looking after your other people only, and you think that you are the least important person in the queue, and that you treat yourself without any love, respect, compassion, but treat other people the way you would like to be treated, but you don't treat yourself like that, then you are selfish. Because sooner or later, you will burn out and you are unable to look after other people without looking after yourself, without further on developing problems with your health, mental or physical, emotional disharmony, and in order to balance it, you have to think about yourself first. Media, social pressure, generational beliefs, they all sort of imprinted something very toxic and narcissistic. That you are the only person who can save other people in the world and solve other people's problems is you. And without you, other people are not going to be able to survive. So you have to be there for everyone all the time, 24 hours a day. Okay? It's a lie, because other people are just as capable of looking after themselves as you are. Okay? Of them or of yourself. So if you choose others instead of yourself, then your own self, who is going to be ignored by yourself, by you, is going to be angry with you. Angry, okay? And it's going to be very frustrated. And this frustration will come out sometimes uncontrollably, or sometimes will be there for a very long time, for a continuous time, because you are not paying attention to yourself. Your natural state is healthy and happy person. If there is something that is different from this state, that means that you are doing something wrong. Okay? Because happy person who is looking after their own needs and knows themselves, and they know their limits, and they got to know themselves, at least in a little extent, they already developed that inner vibe. Okay? That vibe that can be seen out there in some people who know how important it is to set boundaries, to take time out, to be in a state of stillness, to meditate, to take time in nature, to see their friends, good friends, loving friends, to cut themselves away from people who are bad for their emotional health, and starting to be in meditating in order to pick up the thoughts, observe the beliefs, observe the urges, the triggers, observe everything that comes from the inside, and question whether this is something I want to keep, or if this is something that is harming me, and therefore I'm going to have to change it. Okay? And that's inner work, and that's shadow work. And that is very important, so that we do it, because then and only then we can look after other people with love, respect, compassion, understanding, patience, and be there for others for real. Okay? And this is really cool. It's not only to take time out for to go for a massage. Okay? Not only to take enough time to paint your nails and do a makeup in the morning, or have a little routine that makes you feel happy, like have your favorite cup of coffee or tea in the morning, or do journaling, or meditating, or sitting and petting your cat or dog. Okay? And then just sitting with yourself, or going for a walk in the morning, or whatever is out there for you that resonates with you, and it's going to make you feel happy. And you do it after you've asked yourself, how are you? What can I do to help you feel better? What can I do? How are you feeling today? What can I do to make you feel the way you want to feel? Or how would you like to feel? And you don't ignore this voice. You hear this voice and you follow this voice. Your body, your mind, your spirit, your heart is going to thank you. Okay? And it's going to thank you in a way where you're going to feel peaceful, and happy about yourself. And you are going to discover then the real meaning of enjoying yourself. Okay? Because you are going to then, when you do all those things, are going to be able to really enjoy your own self. Whatever you do, wherever you are, you will find every environment enjoyable, whether you are with someone or without, or at work or on a walk. Okay, and that's a prize. Okay, but it needs to be done. And the reason why it is so important is so that our mental health and our emotional health and physical health gets its balance, because it's possible to get the balance back. Okay, we just need to try and just do the work every day, but we have to do the work of answering yourself a question: what can I do to make you feel happy? And doing it. Okay, do you need less hours in a week of work? Okay, can you work less? Can you ask someone to help you? Okay, how can I look after myself more and more and more today? How can I like myself more? How can I love myself more? How can I show myself that I love myself? Okay, because that's the only route that you are going to show other people, who and others will follow. Okay, in order to be more peaceful and happy and healthy person. Okay, because I know that 2 years ago I just hated the fact that I always was feeling guilty because I didn't have enough patience and time for my own child, and I was always angry and frustrated and taking it out on the child unnecessarily, and I didn't know what was going on because I never paid attention to what is my inside telling me. Okay, now I know how I tap into this. Now I know how do I listen to this knock on that inside door. Okay, that somebody's just telling my inside self is telling me that there is a place where I just need to pay my attention to. Okay, and it's not out there, it's inside. Okay, you just need to hear the voice. In order to hear the voice, you need to be in silence. Okay, and silence is good but scary. Okay, however, it's worth the effort, it's worth the journey. If you are badass enough to try it, then I encourage you to. Okay, that's the message for today, because stillness, where you just stay still, and whatever happens around you, you observe. You just observe without judging whether it's good or bad, or you hate it or you like it. It doesn't matter. It's just there. It'll pass. If you're in that kind of stillness, that sort of state of stillness and peace and silence inside of you, there's nothing that can throw you out of your balance, or the external things will throw you out of your balance. Maybe if there's a lot of things going on at the same time, but it'll be harder and harder for you to be thrown out of this balance that you've worked on for so long and so hard. And once, if you for some reason feel like, oh, there is no harmony again, after you've been doing the work for some time, you notice that it's easier and easier to go back to this state. Okay, and this state of stillness is just such a good place to be in. Okay, because it doesn't concern any intention towards other people other than love. Okay, and that is amazing. Okay, Oh, Kasha, I just see it touches my heart because it's so close to my heart. My highest value is to love myself and other people with unconditional love, the way we are, without conditions. And because I just didn't sort of experience that in earlier life, and I understand that all the things that were happening to me led me to the conclusion that this is what I am searching, this is what I'm looking for. I started to look for it, and I started to look for the ways that I can give this unconditional love to myself. And I keep on finding them, and it's an amazing journey. That's why I encourage everyone who are willing to join me on this journey, because it's interesting. It's a self-discovery, and it's got beautiful intention behind it. Okay, so okay, I love you all the souls. I'm going to do some stretches and enjoy my own self. Okay, have a salted caramel cheesecake, coffee, and relax. Okay, love you everybody. Happy Sunday.